Hello guys, welcome to Reggae Kiddies, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you.
In this video, I will be showing you how to make a standing Sutana cap for a female child. Make sure you stick to this video to the end because I will be taking you through this process step by step. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bolaji and this is Reggae Kiddies. Consider subscribing to this channel for regular notifications because on this channel I upload fashion designing content regularly for a male and female child using pattern drafting method. Are you guys ready? Let's go. The basic two measurements required in making a female standing Sutana cap for a female child are the height of the cap and the head circumference measurement. Okay, the head circumference measurement is a taking measurement that has to be taken on the wearer, while the height of the cap is going to be a standard measurement. Okay, and in case you want me to give you a standard measurement for all head sizes for female children, kindly go to the comment section and comment standard measurement for cap. Once I see the standard measurement for cap, I will easily remember you are talking about the standard measurement for a Sutana cap. So in this tutorial, I will be making use of head circumference measurement 20 inches and the cap height is going to be 7 inches. Now, if you are making a Sutana cap for a female child, the age of the child does not really matter. It does not really matter. Number two, this also has to do with how much of height you want the cap to be. What do I mean by this? After putting on the cap, how much do you want it to be high on the wearer? And number three, the amount of fabrics you are working with. Okay, when you are making a Sutana either for an adult or for a female child, the first thing to cut out is the skirt. That is the lower part of the Sutana. After cutting the skirt, you cut out the bodies. After cutting the bodies, you cut out the sleeve and the sleeve curve. Then your leftover fabrics will now determine the amount or the measurement you will be using in constructing your cap. So that was why I said this has to do with all these three things. So now, for the sake of this tutorial, I will be making use of cap height of 7 inches and the head circumference measurement of the wearer is 20 inches. So if you want me to give you the standard measurement for other age group, as I said earlier, kindly go to the comment section and write standard measurement for cap. Sorry guys for interrupting this video. In case you would love to learn how to make a standing Sutana cap for an adult just like this, plus other insightful celestial garment tutorials, kindly check the link below this video for the playlist on my other channel. So after getting your measurements ready, the next step is to cut out the amount of fabrics you will be using. So for the amount of fabrics I cut out here is 16 inches. I told you the height of the cap is going to be 7 inches, and because the fabric has to be on fold, that makes it 14 inches. Then I added half of an inch as seam allowance. So instead of measuring out 7 inches, I will be measuring out 7.5 inches. Or when you are cutting out your fabrics has to be on fold like so. And the cap height I'm working with is 7 inches. Then I will be adding half of an inch, which is going to be the seam allowance. So that makes this 7.5 inches. Then I added extra half of an inch in case the edges of my fabrics is not straight. So that was why I measured out 8 inches. So if I open this up, I will have 16 inches. 8 inches on fold and 16 inches when I open it up. Then the wideness of the fabrics also is going to be the same thing as the length, so it has to be 16 by 16. But because of the wideness I have here, I don't want to trim off the edges, so I decided to leave it out like so. So after cutting out my piece of fabrics, then the next step is to fold my fabrics into 4 places. I have this folded vertically first. I folded this vertically and I folded horizontally, and I gave it a good press. Then I have this, so this is going to be in 2 places. So this is the first piece of fabrics I was talking about, and I have another one. So one is going to be the upper cap, while the other one will be the lower cap. And in case you don't have much fabrics, your leftover fabrics is not much, or you are trying to manage your fabrics, so you can cut one to be the main fabrics, while the under cap is going to be a lining or any piece of fabric that is less expensive. So guys, after folding my fabrics into 4 places, then I will be marking out my measurements. But before I mark out my measurements, if you are getting value from this video, kindly smash the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up. Also, you are free to make a request on any style you would love me to make on kids wear. Now I will be marking out the cap height measurement, which is 7.5 inches with the seam allowance. So I'll come to the center of my folded fabrics. So this part is going to be the center. So from this point, I will be marking out 7.5 inches all around my fabrics. Okay, so after marking out my measurements, then I will be connecting the dotted lines together. Okay, so now I have this connected together. So if you don't have a curve ruler, you can as well make use of your hand, but make sure the point connects properly. Then from the center, make sure you have a straight connection with a straight ruler about 1 inch, so that you will not have a pointed angle after cutting out your cap. So that was why I used a straight ruler on this part. This is just like 1 inch forward. Then from there I used my curved ruler. So now that I have this done, the next step is to cut out my fabrics. So guys, after cutting out my fabrics, I have this as a cone shape. And after opening it up, I will have it as a circle. So if your connection is not straight, you will not have a perfect circle. But if you have a smooth connection, then you will have your cap as a perfect circle. So the next step is to fuse my cap. So I will be fusing this on the wrong side. This is the right side of my fabrics, while this is the wrong side of my fabrics. And for the sake of this tutorial, I will be fusing this with a paper fusible interfacing. There are different types of fusible interfacing. We have cotton fusible interfacing, we have the polythene, and we have the paper one. So this is the paper fusible interfacing and is a very soft one. There are different texture of fusible interfacing as well, but the soft one is advisable, so that is the best you can use for a standing Sutana cap. But however guys, for durability sake, it is advisable you make use of the cotton fusible interfacing. So in fusing this, I will open up my fusible interfacing and I will be placing the wrong side of my fabrics on the shiny part of my fusible interfacing. The shiny part is where the gum is. So guys, now I have my Sutana cap fused on the wrong side, as you can see. So this is the fused side. While this is the right side of my cap. So now the next step is to add my lining, which is the second piece of the fabric. So I'm using the same fabric as I said earlier, but in case you are making use of a very high expensive fabric, you can use a less expensive fabric for the inside of your cap. So now I will be placing this on the second piece of fabric, wrong side facing the wrong side, the wrong side of this facing the wrong side of the piece of fabrics. Then I will take this to my sewing machine and I will be stitching the edges all around. So I will be stitching with 1/4 of an inch. Don't forget I have 1/2 of an inch of my seam allowance all around the Sutana cap. So I will be using 1/4 of an inch out of the 1/2 of an inch. So guys, now I have the two pieces stitched together. So the next step is to trim off the edges I have all around my cap, after which I will be giving it a press. So guys, now I have the excess trimmed off around my cap and I've given this a good press. So the next step is to start pleating the cap, which is the most important part of this tutorial.